Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can easily get metadata about a video using Media3 inspector. So metadata I mean like tracks, groups, timeline and duration. So in native Android with Kotlin. So let's get started. So let me quickly show you the output. So here I have one pick video button. So if I click on it, I can just easily select one video. So I'll just select this 15-second long video. I'll pause it for now, and if I just open my logcat, I'll just remove this. So here you can see I'm printing all this information inside logcat. So I'll just click on extract metadata, and here you can see it has given me the duration. I don't really understand track groups and timeline, so if you are interested you can check into that, but here you can see duration is 15 seconds. So I'll quickly select another video as well. So this is quite a big video, like 20 seconds 26 seconds long video, 26 minutes and 40 seconds long video. So I'll just click on extract metadata, and here you can see there could be a little bit of seconds off here and there, but mostly it works. So yeah, let's see how to achieve this. So first I have created a native Android application. I'm using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. So it doesn't really matter because most of it this is business logic stuff. So first inside build.gradle.kts, and here you need to add Media3 exo player 1.9.0, Media3 UI and Media3 common. Now these three dependencies are only for playing the video, so if you are not interested in playing the video you don't require these dependencies. And next here we have this Media3 inspector which will help us to fetch the metadata, and here we use this concurrent functions KTX as well to use this async await thing which we have. Okay, then inside activity underscore main, all I have done is taken one button, taken the player view for playing the video player, for playing the video, and another button to extract the metadata out of it. Okay, then if you see the main activity, these are all the imports, so feel free to pause the video and copy this imports. Now even though the build.gradle version is stable, as you can see over here, you have to use at least 1.9.0 of Media3, otherwise things will not work for you. Even though it is a stable version, we still have to annotate with @unstable API. So this is one of the quirks of Android development. You don't require this array list, so I can just remove this. Okay, and here is our input player, here is our player view, here is our extract frame button, playback position is 0, play when ready, here is our video URL, this is the media item, and this particular method gets called on the button click. So here you can see we are filtering by videos, and once we get the video, user picks a video, we get the URI, we assign it over here, and we initialize our input player. Then inside on create, we just initialize our input player as well as extract frame button. I'll come back to the extract frame button later on. So here inside find, so we don't really need this as well, I'll remove this. So here on first pick video button click, we just call launch new video picker. Then inside init input player, we initialize our input player, we set the play when ready is true, we set the player as well, we get hold of our media item, and if media item is not equal to null, we set the media item as well. Then we seek to playback position, then play when ready is true, and here we prepare. So here we release our player. Okay, inside on stop we release our player, inside on pause we pause our player, inside on destroy as well we release our player. Then coming back to the main code which is for extract frame button. So if media item is not equal to null, so here you, as you know, we are initializing the media item over here. So if that is not equal to null, then we just do a lifecycle scope dot launch. If you want you can use a background thread as well, like a coroutine. I have not used it, but it is good idea to use a coroutine like a dispatcher or IO, then mostly a dispatcher I would say. Then here we just do metadata retriever dot builder, passing in the activity as well as the media item. Then here we just call build dot get hold of our retriever. Then here we get retrieve track groups, retrieve timeline, and retrieve duration in microseconds I guess. And here to convert it to proper, here we convert it to total seconds, and to get minutes and seconds out of it, this is how we do it. And then I'm just printing it to the console. So yeah, and in case if there is any error, I'm just displaying a toast message as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.